Okay guys, so this video is long overdue. So I talk a lot about making sure you're on the right website when you're getting things like your EIN number. And what I mean by the right website is that when you look for something like how to get an EIN number or how do I apply, there are a bunch of websites that pop up. And a lot of them are .coms, .co's, .org. And a lot of time, if you are getting to the very end, 100% of the time, if you're getting to the very end and it says enter payment or how much does it cost and it gives you a fee, you are more than likely not on the irs.gov website, okay? That is the first red flag to show that you are on the incorrect website. If it's not .gov, you are not on the right website, okay? And so what I want to do is I want to take you guys from start to finish on how to apply for it, and just to show you how long it takes. And it takes 5 to 7 minutes to get. Now, if you are like a partnership or if you have a LLC with multiple members in it, then it may take a little bit longer because you're gonna have to put details about every single member in your LLC, or you're gonna have to put information about all your partners, okay? And I'm gonna show you guys exactly what I mean by that in the application. But for the most part, I wanna do a quick run through of how to do it and just how the application looks, so that when you are getting your EIN numbers now or in the future, you know that you're on the right website. Because so many times when I've posted about it, made a video about it, people are saying they're paying $200, $300, $50, $175. I've seen so many prices, and that can be avoided. Now, right before we get started, I will say this because a lot of people have definitely asked, is it illegal? Can they get their money back, or were they scammed? The thing is this: if they provided you with a document with their EIN number directly from the IRS, then technically they rendered you a service. So that does not make it illegal, and you weren't actually scammed, because technically they did it for you, and the fee that you paid them is just basically saying, this is my fee for getting your EIN number for you, okay? So this thing with the whole paying is not exactly illegal, and it's not a scam as long as you're getting the real documents, okay? And if you have paid for an EIN number, you can always call the IRS to verify that your EIN number is actually on file and that something was actually filed for your business, okay? So we are going to get into going to the right website, and I'm going to show you guys exactly what I mean by going to Google and typing in and what comes up, and we're going to get started. And I'm going to show you guys exactly what comes up when you type in how to get a EIN number, okay? So how to get a EIN. Because the problem with this whole thing is that when you type in things like this, like the EIN number, everything but the IRS website comes up. And that happens because these other companies have like probably massive SEO work done on the back end so that their websites are coming up first, or they may have sponsored. As you see here, sponsored. The IRS does not do sponsored ads on Google, okay? And so when you type it in, these are some of the first things that are coming up, okay? So let's click on this one right here. And we're gonna see exactly, and a lot of them kind of set their websites up to kind of mimic the IRS website a little bit as far as colors and things like this. So everything that we see here is the same thing that they're gonna ask you for on the official IRS application. They need these details so that they are able to translate it directly to the actual EIN application, okay? And we're gonna type in irs.gov. And this is the website that you should be on, okay? If it does not have .gov, you are not on the right website. Now, we're gonna get straight into it. They have it on the very first page now, right here, where you click on apply for your employer ID number. And there are gonna be some things here that you kind of wanna read through just really quickly to get your own understanding, okay? Because that's the reason why a lot of people are paying for these EIN numbers, because they're not reading. So, really quick, right here it says our hours of operation. If you try to apply for your EIN number before 7 and after 10, the page will not come up and it will not let you apply, okay? So you have to apply for the EIN number during these hours of operation, okay? So once you've read through all of this, you're gonna come here and you're gonna apply online now. And one thing about this, the IRS page, okay, and they have a lot of information, and they're going to keep asking you, are you sure about your selection? Are you sure about your selection? make sure you're reading, make sure you're selecting the right things so that all of your documentation will match up across your business, okay? So there's gonna be some different stuff that you can read through, and then you'll be able to go to begin application. All right, so now it's going to get right here into the structure. So on the very first website link that I clicked, this was some of the things that it asks you, okay? So whether you're a sole proprietor, corporation, partnerships, LLC, estates, trust, you just select which one pertains to you, okay? And you're also able to click on them to read about what it is. A sole proprietor is just the simplest form of a business structure, okay? So you'll be able to click and you'll be able to read what these things are and what they consist of, okay? So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna select that we are LLC to kind of show you guys what I mentioned earlier. When you have multiple members and things like that. Now, if you are a partnership and you click partnership, it's going to ask you for all of the owner's information, okay? So partnerships and some of the other structures will take a lot longer than a sole proprietor or even being a single member LLC, okay? So I'm going to put that we are LLC, and we're going to go to continue. And it's going to pop up here. It says you have chosen that you are a limited liability company, and you just reading about what the LLC is. And you may already know, and if you need some further information, it's always here on the IRS website, okay? So once you get that, you just quickly read through it, and it says what it's not, and you're able to read. So you can push pause, read it, or go to the website and read it yourself, okay? You're trying to make this thing a breeze. So we're gonna go to the next part. It says, tell us about the members of the LLC. It says how many members are in your LLC, okay? So if it's just you, you'll put 1. If it's 10 of y'all, some cousins, some friends, family members, however, put the number here so that when it gets to the point for your information, you can put all of your information, okay? So we're gonna do 1, and it's gonna ask you where it is incorporated, okay? And I'm just gonna put Florida, and we're gonna do continue. Now, please confirm your selection. It's asking you again to confirm that you selected that you are a single member LLC, okay? That's just basically saying it's only 1, that's just you, who is the owner, the member, or the manager of that LLC, okay? So once you've done that, just come here and you can hit continue. And it's going to ask you, why is the LLC requesting an EIN? Are you just starting a business? Are you hiring employees, banking purposes? Are you purchasing a business? So really quickly, when I acquired a clothing company, right? And in the process of acquiring that company, they had to transfer everything over to me. So what I did was I came and got a new EIN number for that business so that I can put that under me and under my businesses, okay? So that's something also that you can get an EIN number for. If you buy a business from someone, you can transfer all rights, ownership, get a new EIN numbers and all of these things, okay? So that's just some options that you'll have. But if you're watching this video, more than likely either just starting your business or you trying to figure out what you paid for, okay? So we're gonna hit started a new business. We're gonna go to continue. Now, we getting to the point where we are going to be putting in the information of who's responsible. That's why I was saying with the partnership and like multi-member LLCs, you will have to put details in for every person. And this is the part that could take longer if you have multiple people, okay? But for the most part, it shouldn't take too long, okay? So I'm just gonna put my information in. And you are gonna have to put in your social security number, so that you are, so that the IRS can actually verify your identity, okay? So right down here, it's gonna ask you if it's you applying or if it's a third party. More than likely when you're paying for it, they may be selecting that it's a third party, okay? So we're gonna click the first one and we are gonna go to continue. All right, now, where is this LLC located? Now, as you guys can see here, you will not be able to put a P.O. box. So if you have a P.O. box, you will not be able to put it. If at all costs, try to get a virtual box, get some sort of mailbox outside of your home address so that you're not putting your home address and plastering across your business documents, okay? Find a UPS store. UPS store gives you a physical address, okay? Not like a P.O. box address. They give you a physical address. Find a co-working space. Find one of those online virtual boxes that give you an address that you can use for your business documents, okay? But try not to put your business, your home address on your documents, okay? So we're gonna type in our address, and let's see. So now once we have the address typed in, your phone number and all those things typed in, it's gonna ask you if you have a different address for mailing. If you do, you're able to put that in. If not, then just select no, and then come down here and you're gonna go to continue. And it may pop up for you to be able to put in the correct address, so that just to be sure that they have the address on file and your documents match up, okay? So now we are on Tell Us About the LLC. In this portion, you will pretty much be telling them about the name, where it's incorporated, when you started and things like that, okay? So the legal name, I'm just gonna put Shamiria. You do not need to put LLC or any of those things, Corp, Inc., none of that. Just put the name, because it's gonna automatically have that stuff for you at the end, okay? So just type in the name of your LLC, and that's it, all right? So I'm just gonna name this one Shamiria. Okay, and if you have a DBA, you can type it, whereas it's just say, okay, my company is Shamiria LLC, but I also do CM freelancing or CM coaching or CM interiors, whatever it may be, okay? You can type that in. If you don't have anything to put there, then that's fine, okay? So it's pretty much going to take the information that you put from your address and it's going to translate it over here, okay? So it says the county where the LLC is located, the state and territory where the LLC is located, and you'll be able to put it where it was filed. So it could be the same, it could be different, okay? My LLCs were from Montgomery, Alabama. Just simply depending on how this thing is, what we're doing this for, if any of this stuff would differ, okay? So it just all depends. But for the most part, it'll all match up. So the start date, I'm just gonna put August 2023. All right, and once you have these details in right here, it's gonna go to continue, and it's gonna bring you to the next page, okay? So it says, tell us more about the LLC. Now, these things here pretty much will be no, like, do you have a motor vehicle for your business? But if you do, select yes. Does your business involve gambling? No. Does your business need a Form 720? If it does, you select yes. If not, you select no. Let's see, does your business sell or manufacture alcohol, tobacco, or firearms? No. And will you be hiring? If you will be hiring, you can hit yes. If not, you just hit no. But we're trying to get this quick as possible, so I'm just gonna hit no, okay? And even when you select yes, like for this one, it's not too much more that you will need to do, okay? So don't worry about that. But when it comes to stuff like firearms and all that stuff, they want to be sure that all of these details are on your final document, okay? So now that we got that, we're gonna go to continue. And it's going to ask us pretty much what the organization do, accommodations, construction. You have a different number of options. You got manufacturing, real estate, all of that, okay? So I'm just going to select retail, okay? And we're going to go to continue. Just always select what matches your business, okay? Now, they give you 3 options for retail: selling goods exclusively online, let's see, a storefront, or direct sales, okay? So I'm gonna do exclusively online and hit continue. If none of this stuff matches up, they will give you the ability to hit other and you can type it in. And once you've done that, you're done. We are literally done. Once, I'm gonna stop here though, because I don't wanna submit this, this EIN number registration to the IRS, okay? But once you get to this page right here, it says receive your letter online. You're gonna click that because you want to be sure that you get your document. Once you close this page out, that's it. You're gonna have to call them, send them a letter in the mail or something requesting your EIN number. But you want this document, so when you're getting business accounts, potentially getting funding, or you needed that document, a lot of times they will request the actual document, opening merchant account, and a number of other things, okay? So make sure you download your document. when you finish. Okay, that this literally took nothing to do. It only takes a little bit longer when you have more complex business structures, or you're doing certain things where you have multiple members in the LLC, you have multiple business partners, you may be it could be anything. Okay, so it does not take long, but for the most part, the basics of this application is complete. Once you hit continue, it will give you one final verification just to showing you everything that you put in your application. And once you do that, that's it. You download your document and you have your EIN number free in less than 5 to 7 minutes. Okay, so when you are applying for things like this, just make sure you are on the right website and that you are not on any .com or .co or .org.